Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and as always I hope you're all doing well under these very difficult circumstances of the lockdown. This is the preview of the penultimate game of the season in the 2021 Premier League season, where West Ham take on Man United live at Old Trafford at 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening on Sky Sports. As always, guys, let's have a quick shout out to the channel sponsor, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home shirt that inspired this season's home kit, the 1980 FA Cup final Trevor Brooking shirt that inspired this season's away kit. There's the Boys of 86 in there, both home and away. There's the 100th anniversary commemorative shirt in there, which guys looks 10 times better than the 125th anniversary shirts we've got coming next season. Honestly, they're a fucking travesty. Also, there's the Paolo Di Canio 99 to 2000 home and away shirts there as well, along with Admiral and Umbro West Ham colour inspired track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out as well. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I will be donating directly to the NHS. So you'll be helping those that are helping us to try and get back to normal. I know there's, obviously the count of people is massively lower than it was at the start of the lockdown, but we are still in lockdown technically. We are still there. We know there's people that can't get back to work. We still can't go out and do things the way we hope to, but yeah, so guys, thank you very much for any purchases that you may be making. Now, of course, let's start off with talking about the officials. Paul Tierney is the referee for this game, and on the fourth official domestic board, shall we say, is Mike Dean. So that'll be interesting. Mike Dean, the fourth official at Old Trafford. That'll be interesting. Now, as always, guys, let's start off by talking about the opposition. Last time out, Man United beat Crystal Palace 2-0 after some very heavy pressure from Palace right from the kickoff. De Gea had to make a save within 25 seconds. But they eventually did break them down, and they did get some very, very good goals that were scored as well, for that matter. But we need to be doing exactly the same sort of thing. We need to be going out and piling the pressure on as much as possible if we want to end the season as well as it is, which I will come on to in a few minutes. Man United are joint fourth in the table at the minute on goal difference with Leicester. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. This is a big game for us. Because I know there's a lot of people say that we haven't got much to play for, but even though we're coming up against the likes of Martial, Rashford, De Gea as the goalkeeper, who's been quite shaky this season, to be fair. Along with also there's what else? Who else is there? Well, guys, you know what I'm talking about. That dozy, overpriced defender. That he's a threat at set pieces. It's going to be a very, very tough game for us, which I will come on to in just a few moments from the West Ham perspective. But PremierInjuries.com show that Phil Jones, and apologies if I'm mispronouncing this, Alexil Tuanzebe are ruled out with other injuries. Nothing's been confirmed as to what they're actually out with at the minute. Luke Shaw is 25% chance of returning for this fixture with an ankle and foot injury. Brandon Lee is set to have a late fitness test on his head injury, but as the time of this recording, he is 75% chance of playing in this fixture. Now, guys, over the last 4 weeks, 40% of you guys that have been viewing these videos are unsubscribed, and the rate is going to be climbing, which is completely understandable, because at the end of the day, guys, we've been able to do more content over the last few weeks. The watch alongs, and thank you to everybody that's been watching on the watch alongs as well, for that matter. And I know quite a lot of you guys that are watching those and not necessarily interacting in the chat are unsubscribed. So please do click the subscribe button, because we've got 6 weeks to hit the 2,000 subscriber mark, which at the time of this recording we're on 1,611. So 389 in 6 weeks isn't that difficult to achieve. I hope we will do. I mean, if we don't, we don't. But it'd be nice to get it done by the August bank holiday. Now, turning to West Ham, Friday night we survived our relegation battle after a 3-1 win over Watford at home, which was exactly the same scoreline we scored against them at the start of the season, with Allaire with that wonderful overhead back kick that he did, or bicycle kick, whichever way you want to look at it. Allaire could have scored in the game as well on Friday. He could have made it 4-1 apart from that really good fingertip save. Now, you guys know me, I don't really like to class fingertip saves as good saves because my argument's always been if you can get your fingertips to it, you can get your hands to it. But Ben Foster made a very, very good save to push that over the bar, and as a result, it stayed 3-1. But we survived it. We're out of the relegation battle on goal on mathematics. We're 6 points away from the bottom three. So if we lose the next two games, unless we lose 5-0 against Man United and 5-0 against Aston Villa, which can't see either happening, to be honest, then we are pretty much safe. But as I said to Nikki on Friday night when we had the fan cams, I want us to go out there and have a bit more about us, go out and have a bit of a push on this. It was fantastic to see that Noble made his 500th appearance. Not many players have been able to do that, especially in our. There's an article on the West Ham website as well that said in the 125, only 10 players, 125 years I should say, that we've been going since Thames Ironworks. Only 10 players have been managed to hit the 500 mark. And you're looking at the old guys here, old guard here, guys. You're looking at Jeff Hurst, Bobby Moore, and again, all of that ilk. It's fantastic that he's been able to achieve it, and what a career he's had. Now, there's rumours that he's going to be retiring at the end of next season, but whenever he does, it's going to be a blow for West Ham. It really, really will. The guy is just phenomenal. I've criticised him over the years. We've all criticised him over the years, but he is coming to the end of his career now with West Ham, unfortunately. And but long may his legacy reign, shall we say? Now, when we play Man United on Wednesday night, it will be literally 10 months to the day that we beat them 2-0 at home, with those goals coming from Yarmolenko and Creswell. As I said earlier, it's going to be a very, very tough game for us. Anderson is no longer shows is injured, according to PremierInjuries.com, but he has been replaced with Fredericks, who had a calf strain. And of course, Ben Johnson replaced him on Friday night and had a very, very good game. He's only his second appearance since since Man City in February 2019. So, the guy, he's for me, he's completely cemented his place for this fixture and the Villa game as well, for that matter, regardless of the fact that Fredericks is currently being assessed as of the time of his recording for how serious the calf strain is. There is a very good argument that he is the cure to the right back disease that we've had at the minute, but at the same point, I still think we need more reinforcement at that position, which I'll go into at another time. But as I said, guys, we are going to be up. Our defence is going to have to really, really be on it. Ogbonna has been playing absolutely out of his skin, and quite rightly so. Got man of the match on Friday night. Difficult not to give it to him. I personally, I said for me, my man of the match was Bowen on Friday, but again, very good to see that, and we really need Ogbonna to be stepping up against Man United, especially when we've got, as I say, the likes of Marcus Rashford, Luke Shaw. Sorry, not Luke Shaw. Sorry, Greenwood. The new kid, he's been playing very, very well. A little bit ropey against Palace, but yeah, we really need to step up and just really, really make sure that we're absolutely all guns blazing. And as I said earlier, we have to go out and push them, really, really attack them as quickly as possible. Try not to sit back as much as we were doing, especially in the second half against Watford. We were sitting back a little bit, shaky here and there moments, but we have to be 100% on it, which is going to be difficult because by the time the fixture comes around, they would have only had 4.5 days worth of rest and training. So it's going to be a tough fixture, this one, guys. But I'm not confident at all. I'm really, really not confident. But I just want us to do the double over Man United. Don't get me wrong, because if we do, it's 3 victories on the trot. David Moyes hasn't had back-to-back victories with us since he originally joined after taking over after Bilic was sacked. So if we can get 2, we've had 2 back-to-back victories, which is fantastic. If we can get 3, I'll be absolutely over the moon. I did say that I was worried that we were going to get 9 points from the remaining 9 games, and we've absolutely smashed that with 2 games to go. So I'm very, very happy with that. We just 9, was it 10 points from the 7 we've already played so far. So, but yes, guys, I was going to talk about the starting 11, but to me, don't change it. Do not change it whatsoever. Keep it exactly as it was for last time out. So basically, that's the best way to do it. There is an argument again to bring in Allaire and stick Antonio back out on the wing, but because I don't really trust having Fornals out on the wing. I really don't, but I can see Moyes doing that, and to be honest with you, it worked last time round. So let's not try and rock the boat from that side of things. We needed a massively defensive attitude, but we also need to go out and attack as well. I know there's a lot of people saying we've got nothing to claim to play for because we're mathematically safe with 2 games to go. As I said, unless we absolutely concede 5 goals each in the next 2 games, we're fine. But we're not out of the woods yet. Still, we are safe mathematically. We're safe, but until we've got a bit more distance from the bottom 3 and bottom 4 for that matter, I should say, then I'll be able to relax a lot more than I currently was. I was quite relaxed on Friday night, if I'm honest with you. Very, very relaxed on Friday night once it came to about the 85th minute. Now, the last 10-15 minutes of every game is really always nerve-wracking, but you couldn't see Watford coming back into it. But guys, thank you very, very much for your time. If you're new round here, welcome. If you like what I'm doing and you'd like to know more, then by all means, please do hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell. As I said, it'd be very nice to get to 2,000 subscribers by the 31st of August. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. As always, guys, put your comments in the comments section below. What do you think the prediction is going to be for that? Do you agree that we shouldn't be changing a winning side? Normally, I say yes, we should, but as I said earlier, under this circumstance, I don't think we should. I think it's absolutely fine as it is. And also, by all means, please like this video if you feel I deserve it, and that you've enjoyed the video, and of course, please share this content or any other video that you've been watching with anybody that you know that may be unaware of the West Ham channel. So, guys, as I say, it's a 6 o'clock kickoff on Wednesday night. You will join me at 10 to 6, I hope. For the watch along, where we'll spend the 10 minutes talking about the build up, talking about both team sheets, what we possibly could expect, what we're hoping to expect to see as well, for that matter, and of course we'll be talking along about the game as well. So guys, this is the last away game of the season. We're that close now to having putting to bed the end of this very, very troublesome period of football, and also this very, very troublesome period of the lockdown as well, for that matter, because things are coming. For example, just going off topic for a little bit, Boris Johnson was saying that he hopes that fans can start returning to stadiums in October. So that's really, really good news. We might be able to get back and see football within the next few months. You don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But life is slowly getting back to normal. And guys, I want to personally say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody that's been joining up over the last few weeks and months. And so for those that everyone did the daily live streams with me, it was great fun. Thank you to everybody that's been commenting on the videos as well, for that matter, and thank you, of course, to everybody as well that's been watching for the live watch-alongs as well. We've had some good laughs. So it's been a bit shaky, but we've had some good laughs, and long may it continue. So guys, in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on Wednesday evening at 5 to 6. All the best. Take care.